2 times for the grind, 1 time for the shine. All hustle, no luck. We in here today with Mr. Chris on the Poker Room Podcast.
What's down?
Oh, not too much, Mr. Chris, on this very hot, muggy Monday.
Hot Monday.
Very hot. Now, Mr. Chris, let's start all the way from the top and inform the people of the mission and the quest and the journey of Mr. Chris the artist.
Man, the mission. We're going to go all the way back. Shoebox Money Dreams. You know, we started with it, getting it in the shoebox a different way, but this here, this for the grind, this, you know, it started, you know, where it come from, but this right here is a mission to where I can take care of everybody that I need to take care of. So that's why we grind so hard. That's why we switched it over, and that's why we push so hard. And that's why we relate to everybody, because it's real street business, real stories.
Already. Who does Shoebox Money Entertainment consist of?
I'm the only artist. I have a team, 2 managers, Cody.
Shout out your manager, man.
Yeah.
He be on the grind.
Man, they grinding. Cody, he push hard. He push real hard. Got to give it to him. When I'm lacking, he's stacking.
Yes, sir. How was the upbringing for Mr. Chris?
Man, it's real good. Like, I can't complain. Everything we do, everything we drop, we get more listeners. I never had a bad fall yet or anything, so I'm thankful for that.
Yes, sir. But I'm meaning from childhood to now.
Oh, man. Growth. The growth came a long way, man. I used to be one of the ones in and out, you know. Probably never stayed a full year free on the street since I was 17. Been home 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? So this right here shed a little light on me. I could tell these stories. I don't got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, another income. 10 years, man. Free.
God is good. Were you born in Lake Charles? Born and raised?
Born and raised Lake Charles, man.
And I can see what you mean. 10 years been free. Because Calcasieu is nasty, bro. Like,
they'll get you.
They don't play by the rules.
They'll get you. I heard a lot about out here too, but you know they'll get you, bro.
Right.
They'll get you.
Most definitely will. What motivated you to start doing music?
Well, when I used to play around with it a little bit or whatever, you know, doing school or whatever, and the way people take it when I do it, and you know the way it touch them and they ask for more, it just motivated me. And then I figured out a way, you know, I can do it without going down. Basically, the reaction that everybody get from it, bro. So, you know, I could take it and tell these stories to these people. They could take it how they want it. I don't want to push everything that everybody else pushing on these people, but I could give game at the same time. So that's really my motivation. I see that people listen to this music stuff. So I'm going to give you game. I'm going to throw a little bit in there because, yeah, that is me. But I can give these people game, and I can show them both sides of it. I'm going to tell you, you can go ahead and make this bread, but on the other side, this is what you're going to do. I've been both sides, so that's my motivation, the way it take people react to it. I could touch your ear.
Most definitely can. So we're going to call you a teacher. That's why you named Mr. Chris.
Ghetto spokesman.
Yes, sir. Would you consider your content reality music?
I do.
Because it's very heartfelt, and it paints a picture of the trenches and day-to-day life, growing up in urban neighborhoods.
Day-to-day life, man, real life stories, man. Everything we do, everything I speak, real life stories. I'm either going to direct you or, you know, help you to the next step.
Correct. I tapped into your music after listening to Ghetto Dope. Could you take me to the mindset you were in when you released that EP?
Man. At that point right there.
Not to cut you off, that sample was nasty too. Who produced that?
Man, I forgot the cat name, bro. Really, I was doing mixtape stuff. So at that time, I didn't really have no knowledge on getting with people. It was a YouTube beat. I typed it in. I wanted to, you know, like take the Master P beat. So I can't really give credit to who it was. But at that time, I didn't have no knowledge of pay this person for that beat. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune with this person, relationship or everything. So shout out to whoever made that beat. But at that point, I was spitting. my first thing I was spitting, they was doubting it. So basically, that whole mixtape, I just wanted to show them, like, hey, I could rap too. I could tell you this, I could rap too. So that's why I was biting so hard on them. We got 7 million streams on that mixtape.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you, bro.
It was a hell of a mixtape.
Yeah, so I was biting at them. I just wanted to bite.
Oh, you definitely big. You locked on them.
I'm a little calmer now, but I was hungry. I was real hungry right there.
Oh, I still hear your stomach growling.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Did you get the results you were looking for when you posted on Real Star running up the check?
I did. A lot of people doubt that. A lot of people doubt that avenue right there. It costs a little bit, but at the same time, man, it's just getting people to know you. You know, if I pay $200 and I get 5 people to hear me and they stick with me, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? If I hit the parking lot with some posters or anything and everybody throw it down but 2 people that's loyal, gonna stick with me and buy my album or my, mixtape or whatever, I'm good with that. So, yeah, basically to answer your question, I did. I got a lot of different followers from different areas, and they still here with me today, and they loyal, they spin. So, yeah, I did.
Well, there's no price on advertisement.
None.
Advertisement is a key element into pushing your service and your merchandise.
Right.
So Real Star is most definitely a plus. But I guess what people are saying by it is when you put it on Real Star, inform me if I'm off. You can't monetize off that song anymore on Real Star. It's from Real Star page.
No, they actually have your link first, so you get everything. They don't take your music unless you they have your link.
Okay.
So that's why every time you see somebody on World Star, they're gonna have the World Star link and they're gonna have your link.
Okay.
You upload your link and they take your link, so everything is directed to you.
Okay.
So yeah, you do get your money from it.
So it's just their logo on the video.
Basically.
And it's on their platform.
They on their platform. I did it both ways. I did it just on their page, and I also did it on their page and on their YouTube, and I got everything I deserve from it.
Already.
Yeah.
For the people who didn't know, Mr. Chris just dropped some sauce for y'all.
Oh yeah, you gonna get you. It take a little time, but you gonna get you.
Already. Explain to me the relationship with you and Lil Wayne the Champ.
Man, Lil Wayne the Champ, bro. I didn't know him at first, man. I came home from prison, bro, and my partner put me on him. And I heard. I'm not gonna lie, I heard one song. When I was in prison, I used to play it back to back to back to back. So when I got on him, I just felt like he was so hard, man. And I just called him. I'm like, hey, what's up? And when I called him, he like, come through. Let me know, gave me my props and everything. We built our relationship from there. He was like, you hard. I'm like, shit, well, you hard, and he telling me. And we vibed out. He helped me on the running up a check a little bit. I sent him the hook. He called me. And, bro, we just respected each other and went from there. And still to this day, we talk.
Right. I know you felt good that one of the top lyricists in Louisiana acknowledged you as being a great MC.
Man, I feel like I'm not going to step on nobody's toes, but he's very slept on. He's one of the top, bro.
He is.
He's
one of the top. I didn't say he was number one. Yeah. Because, everybody would, how they do.
How they do.
But he's in it.
But in my lane in the music that I like to hear, storytelling, pain, all that, that's why I went to him. And
right.
We connected from there.
And Coco,
she good, man. I respect her. Any woman that ride like that for they man, I respect them. I see the hustle in her. She's very genuine. Very, she handle business real good. I respect her, bro. I respect how she ride for her man. They ride for each other the same way. She's a good woman.
Me too, bro.
I like her.
Me too. I respect all that what you just said with Coco and Lil Wayne the Champ. Now, how influential you think that that could be, that your woman rides with your goals and your dreams, especially in the entertainment business? Because they don't believe all the time. Oh, you ain't getting paid. You ain't getting paid. You could be going to get a check Friday.
Bro, they motivate me, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen it, I actually just sit back. Like, it's like a blessing, bro. Like, she shot our video. Man, the way she was moving and this and this and that. And she'll tell him something, and he'll tell her something. It was like, they not even working. You know what I'm saying? They not even working. And even when the stuff slowed down on their end, slowed down a little on my end, I talked to them, and the ideas that they came up with is like, it's immaculate. Like, people don't know. They behind a lot of things. Everything you need in the entertainment business, they corner. So, like, it gave me idea. Bro, she tough. I'ma just say that she
She
tough.
is. They on the same frequency.
They own it. It's a blessing for them to have each other, bro.
Shout out Coco and Lil Wayne Champ.
They're both my partners, man. For real.
Talk to me. What strip club was We Gonna Stop Me? Film that.
Man, it was on 397. What was the name of that strip club? It's closed.
Cloud9?
It wasn't Cloud9.
Okay. You know, Lake Charles the only spot in the 337 with the most strip clubs.
Man, we don't have nothing left.
Nothing? What about the one in Sulphur?
They got that. It's a new one. I don't know the name. I think it's Crystals. I don't go out too much unless I'm doing music. But man, we don't have nothing since the hurricane.
Dang.
We still got blue topped on houses, bro.
Well, I've been out there recently and I seen.
So the strip club, everything that you seen, that's closed. Been closed 5 years.
And what's Lake Charles without the strip clubs?
Man, nothing.
You know, Lake Charles has some nice strip clubs.
Bro, we only have one spot. We don't have no venues or nothing. That's killing me.
Man, I know how it is. But you mentioned there's still tarps on the house in Lake Charles.
Yeah.
I would say only on the north side.
Well,
I'm familiar with Lake Charles, bro. You can talk to me.
I'm not very much political, but yeah.
Only on the north side, bro. That south side does not have any tarps.
We was the last one to clean up. They cleaned us up last. They still kind of cleaning up, bro. So that's crazy, man.
Very crazy. Smash single on go. How did you and Chris Michaels link up?
Chris Michaels, man, it's crazy. I knew him. I didn't even know how he looked. I heard him from Making Love. That song right there, Making Love, Mr. Kane.
Straight hit. That's a hit.
One of my best friends, one of my partners, YB, he linked up with him. And when I went over there to YB house, he was there. I didn't even know it was him. Spoke to him and everything. I went in there, went back there to the back. And I had hit him up for a verse, too. He never answered me. I hit him in his DM for a hook. He never answered me. I went back there to record on go. I started trying to sing it. I look back, he behind me at the door. Hey, man, you really gonna try to sing that? Let me sing it for you. So I told him how I wanted it. It was funny. And that's how I met him right there, bro. I was just in the right place at the right time. He was kicking it over there with YB. I went in there and tried to sing it. They was laughing at me. He said, man, I'm going to sing it. Sung it. Hit. I got the footage from it. And I never released it. We got the video or whatever, but I do have in-studio footage of me and him working on that song.
When you going to release it?
Man, I plan on doing me like a little DVD or whatever.
Okay.
So, I mean, a DVD, I say a DVD. I plan on doing me a little short documentary. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to save some of my stuff, some of my content. You know, a lot of people say don't save stuff like that, but I got a lot.
Well, I noticed most of your videos is in short film format.
Right. I mean, if I don't, when I'm making a song, bro, I was just speaking on it earlier. When I'm making a song, if I don't see a vision to shoot a video, I don't even record the song. It's not good enough for me. You know, when I'm writing and I'm ready to make it, if I don't visualize a video or a short movie in my head, then the song not right for me. I don't even mess with it.
That's true.
So that's why everything kind of be like a movie.
1,000 Bags clothing line. Fill me in on that.
1,000 Bags clothing line. My partner YB, I just spoke on him. Man, real cat. We started from the bottom. You know, we pushed each other. And he came up with 1,000 bags, and I just helped him push it as much as I can, you know. Real authentic living room clothing.
Already. Where you see it going?
Man, I see.
How's it moving?
It's moving real well, bro. It's moving real well. He just like me on the promotional side. He gonna push, you know, models and everything. It's moving well, bro.
That's good. I'm from the bottom of the boot.
Man.
Bitch, Louisiana. Who made that sample, bro? Like, what inspired you to record that song?
Bro.
Because that's a big song for Southwest Louisiana.
DJ
Rest in
Chopper
peace, Vicious.
Rest in peace to Vicious, man. Rest in peace to us, all them boys, you know. X-Mob, I grew up under him. I know him personally. You know, there was a real big motivation of me even much doing this music. You know, I used to watch them in the yard doing it, rapping. ESG, all of them used to come to my grandmother's house, Appaloosa Street. You know,
already. Gosport.
So, man, DJ Chopper, like, he a fool.
I heard of Chopper Lot.
He sent me a
I
pack.
follow him.
He sent me a pack. He sent me packs all the time. He did a couple other beats, and it was in there, and it touched me. I say, man, I gotta do it. Now it was hard to rap on it though, being that it's a legend already on it, but I made it.
Man, you held your ground. Oh, you held your ground, bro.
I made it.
You held your ground.
Yeah, but shout out DJ Chopper Lot, man. He top tier with them samples.
He is. And you mentioned X Mob was very influential in your career. Mm-hmm. Could we expect a song with you and Bundy G? I know he's still active.
Yeah, he active. He active. Can we expect the song? I don't know at the moment.
Okay. I just had to shoot it out there. Flexing remix with Big Pokey and Don Key, another banger from your repertoire.
Man.
How did that come about?
Flexing remix, man. When I made Flexing, it wasn't a slap song. It wasn't a slap song. I made it. But two big dogs on there, man, you can't help but to respect it, man.
Can't.
And video coming. I didn't push it as hard as I should, but video coming this summer. It's gonna be real big, man.
Colossal.
It's gonna be. You gotta respect that. Look who on there.
Most definitely.
And they ate it. I held my ground on there too. I didn't change my verse or anything, but it was good working with them boys. I got a lot of respect for them.
For real. Do you think a challenge on a single pushes the song in the right direction?
I do so much. Man, shout out to everybody that did the Running Up a Chick challenge. Man, they helped me so much, It do, bro. Anybody, if you got your beat, you pay for your beat the right way, and you got somebody that's gonna support you, just throw it out there, man. It's real common these days, and it do help. If you can get them on it, give them a prize or anything, or push it out there, it do help.
It does. I'm a Dog is in rotation right now, requested on every radio station, 987, 95.5, 1079. What's the radio station your way?
107.5.
Requested ASAP. Play it on my bar radio station, stay loyal. What's the name of the dog kennels? Debonair Kennels?
Debonair Kennels, man. Shout out to Debonair Kennels, man. Rockwilders. Just stay tuned to us, man. We going to be pushing them. We got them coming.
It's just German Rockwilders?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to get with you.
Man, get with me.
We all grew up, we had the rocks.
Man, follow the page, man. Shout out Debonair Kennels, man. They real thick, and they, everything is imported. You going to get what you're paying for.
Already.
Indeed.
How is the market in Lake Charles on hip-hop?
It's tough. But it's going. It's going. They supporting. It's tough. It's a good market for me. I can't speak on everybody.
Right.
And what they do, luckily, I fell in, and they say it's the hardest city. I fell in good.
Why would they say that's the hardest city?
Crabs in the bucket, man.
Well, hey, we in Louisiana, so.
But I don't care who you is, bro. They not gonna give you no pass. Music, they not gonna give you no pass, bro. And they just hard. They hard critics. That's just it. They critics. They hard.
I feel like you're in a nice geographical transfer. Being from Lake Charles, that is on the borderline. The market would also consist of Orange, Port Arthur. You can touch people in DeRidder, Leesville, Oakdale, all that, and you can slide this way. Yes, I think y'all got a nice market if you reach out and touch the people the right way.
If you reach out and touch them, bro, that like I say, just with them surrounding areas, luckily me just knowing people and running into people before the rap game, it made it easy for me. When I presented the music, you making music? And, so I kind of had a head start, from my background before. But, yeah, we got a good market, man. And they ride, and them outsiders, they support too.
Right.
Lake Charles, they gonna ride for you, man. But if you get everybody else to get on your team, then they coming.
Any crossover with Houston?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm glad you chimed in on that, Carter, because Lake Charles is so close to Houston and still has, to me, the Houston influence.
Right.
Do you think so, or maybe it's bypassed?
Nah, we do. We more of a Houston than maybe like a Baton Rouge or whatever.
Right.
So it kind of sound a little funny, when I hear my rappers, our rappers in our area sounded a little more Baton Rouge than a little more Texas.
Right.
Is it the rapping that's different, or the production is like a different style when it comes to beats being made in Southwest Louisiana compared to like a Houston, a bigger market like that?
I think it's just the rapping. Mm-hmm. I think it's just more just the rapping and the style. When you got Louisiana rappers, bro, you got more of I'm vicious, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna do this and do that. When you got more of a Texas style, you more player, you're a hustler. You slower a little bit. So if you get right in the middle, man, you just ride, man, you can make your own style.
Right.
I definitely think you'll stand out more with your own style.
Most definitely. You're supposed to. You have to have your own style. I think from Lake Charles all the way to our way toward the Lafayette and the Acadiana area, we did have the more of the laid back tempo, more of a Houston influence until
we did.
The Baton Rouge.
We a little
took
older
over.
though.
Yeah,
we're a little older, so you gotta respect what they reaching for.
Right. Well, we embraced that because that's what we grew up on.
That's it. Before it was nothing like that, and I think, bro, if we would get more people on that, man, we'll slow the violence down a little bit.
I know so.
I'm gonna speak on it. I don't too much care about not speaking on it.
Please.
It's not gonna hurt me to speak on that.
Please, brother. It would.
We need to get it down a little bit, bro. Show them.
I have to ask you this because I seen a post on the internet, and shout out Big Boom from Big Boom and Two Throws. He posted yesterday like, I'm jealous of Houston, New Orleans, and Atlanta artists because they don't have to switch their genre to Zydeco. Do you feel in our area as a rapper it's harder for us to get out rather than a Zydeco artist?
Yeah, I do. But
do Mr. Chris see himself doing a Zydeco song?
I do.
In the near future?
I do. That's what I do. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I wrote 3 of them already.
Okay.
I reached out to Zydeco artists. They reached out to me. That's what I do.
Okay.
I don't jig in the club, but I do French dance. So you might see me at a French dancing. So yeah, that's what I do. I love Zydeco music. So I mean, to me, basically, bro, if you got a good product and they can hear you, it don't matter what you pushing. If you do Zydeco or you doing rapping or R&B, just push it. They got people that's pushing like more than me, that's motivating me. Like they got a guy from the real, the Kid.
Okay.
Man, this boy pushing. He going everywhere. He moving. You know what I'm saying? So he doing country music. So I mean, that's not an excuse.
Well, you're a true artist, Mr. Chris. That's why I reached out to you. You're not just in one genre, one hip hop. You're a man on a mission who loves music.
I love music, bro. That's my main thing. Don't box me in. Don't box me in, and one I'm gonna move all the way around.
Could you consider Zydeco a cheat code for us artists in the 337?
Yeah.
At least like getting your name out there to kind of start off. I feel like it'd be a good place to start if you're fresh.
It's
right.
Free, it's basically free promotion, man.
Yeah.
All the gangsters, bro, they Zydeco too.
That's where all the women at.
That's
to the Zydeco.
So
but the Zydeco has got like the club. Man, them dudes in there with them boots and them bears get to tripping.
They get to tripping, bro. When we was coming up, it wasn't like that. It was
no
no player too, so that's kind of different now. When we was coming up, we was kids going. Our parents bought us. They went their way. We went our way. So now I kind of feel a little. I'm worried about bringing my kids to certain ones. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of sad to say about that. But yes, what you saying, like how Gates, Level, all them boys did that, man. That's a cheat code, man. Because you get in there and you get them jamming. Man, it's a big market right now.
Man, to me, like you said, it is a cheat code. That's why I brought it up. They have die-hard fans.
They do.
If you grab some of them Zydeco fans, it's over with.
Bro, it's Zydeco, bro. All they fans, whoever makes Zydeco, you're going to get the same amount of streams. If all us made Zydeco, all the fans, they're going to jam you the same, him the same, and me the same. So when they go to your show, when you in town, you close, they want to know your music. Mm-hmm. It's a trend to know all your music. So everybody getting the same amount of recognition. So it's a real cheat code, bro. And everybody you got going for the clubs and everything, they want to be country now, so they going there. You get in there, you gonna get in where you fit in.
Most definitely,
it's a real cheat code.
with that being said, should we expect a collab from Mr. Chris and Chris Wayne since he's from Lake Charles also?
Man, I never spoke with Chris on it. But I definitely roll with him.
I know y'all both from the same area.
I definitely roll with him.
It'll be very easy for you to do it.
It'll be very easy, man. But I want to work with it. I really want to work with Keith.
Okay.
He the king.
He's the king. He's the king.
You know, but all them boys, man, J. Paul, Lil Nate, Rusty, he coming up. Rusty, man. He coming up. I would like to work with Rusty. Why? Because he an underdog. He coming up and he sound good.
Okay, I'm going to check him out.
Yeah, we could fight together.
Okay.
I like the underdogs.
I wouldn't consider you an underdog, Mr. Chris. You've been making a lot of noise. You've been doing your thing. That's how you got on my radar. Don't get me wrong. I dig through the crates and try to look for the prosperous artists in the 337 who's very serious in their work. So I wouldn't call you underdog. You are one of the big dogs from the 337.
Man, I appreciate it.
Here on our podcast, we give people their flowers who've been putting time, effort, passion, sweat, and tears into their craft, and you definitely do so.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that.
Well, Chris, you talked about earlier in the podcast about giving back to your fans and your supporters, your ride or dies. Like we're both Pakman and I are on the content creation game now. Obviously, different podcasts, different from music, but we're trying to find a follow and build up an audience base and give back to them and give them what they want and continue to grow the show and our content for our fans. So, do you have any piece of advice for other content creators, whether it's podcasters, music, or whatever, as far as like keeping that mindset and actually giving back to those loyalists, those ride or dies?
Man, get them like y'all got me. Get them. Find the positive things about them. Shed light on that, man. Shed light on all the positive things. Keep them seeing something. Keep them seeing something and make it easier for them to support you. Make it easier for them to support you.
I could also see being true to why they fell in love with you in the first place. Right. And as far as like being yourself and putting the stuff out that makes you happy,
right,
people will gravitate to that. I found that when just playing music, just like cover songs, like I like local restaurants and whatnot. I used to just try and play every little song I could to appease everybody. And then once I started playing the songs that I really loved, the tips started growing more. It started resonating with people, and that really does work with.
That's a true statement, bro. That's a true statement, bro. Because when I went reaching to try to please certain people, like I'm gonna please these people and I'm gonna work with these people, that did not work for me. Mm-hmm. It was wasted music. So when I went back to when the beat come on, going to how I feel, they love it every time. The songs that I tried to switch up on and work and do for other people, but they didn't pay no attention to it.
That's how it be.
None.
You felt you wasn't true to yourself with that?
Right.
You wasn't being yourself trying to please everybody?
I wasn't.
Well, at least you didn't stray off the track. You done it, you seen the results, and you got back on task. You didn't lose yourself.
That's it.
Because you'll lose yourself trying to please everybody. Can't please everyone, bro.
And it took me about a 4-month period to shake out of that because I was stuck in it, So I never do that again.
You said your whole thing is like telling stories, telling the truth, being authentic. And so you have to do that across the board if that's your whole MO.
That's it, man. A lot of people don't tell stories no more, and I'm not saying nothing about nobody. That's just, even if I do just we going out song, it's going to be a story. We did this first, we did that, they did this with us, and it's going to be a story,
Yeah, this happened, but this happened because this happened, then that happened.
Right.
Painting a picture.
Painting a picture. Lil Wayne said it. He said, "Man, you one of the best storytellers."
That should mean a lot.
That should mean a lot. One of the best storytellers, man. I was just on the way here. Jarvis Jacob, y'all familiar with Jarvis Jacob?
Not right offhand.
Yeah, he an R&B singer from Lake Charles.
Man, we will get familiar.
Man, get familiar with him. He the truth. He the truth, bro. And I did a song with him, and it's very different. It's like an old school, I would say two-step, but it's an old school vibe. But I was just thinking to myself, listening to my verse, how I still told a story on his music.
Okay.
It's called Good Vibes, so y'all check it out when y'all get a chance. But just speaking on what he was saying, that's how I make the music, man. I'm gonna pick out, you come to me with a song you want, I'm gonna pick out how I can relate or something I related to it, and I'm gonna run it. It's easy for me. I've never took over 10 minutes on a verse.
Okay.
Ever.
And you write down or you punch in?
Nah, I write. I don't punch.
Well,
I
you
write.
telling stories.
Yeah,
You
I write
gotta
it.
be precise with it.
I write it, man, and probably most of my music that I've done, I wrote it and went to the studio with it. You know, very seldom. If I do a feature for somebody or something, I just pull up. But I go to the studio, man, I might do about 6 songs. I'm going to do 3 in an hour without mixing. So I rehearse my music and all that.
Okay. Now, Mr. Chris, I would consider myself a historian, and I really like our geographical area. So I have to ask you this question: do you consider Lake Charles Acadiana? Your honest opinion.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think we definitely the same.
I think so also.
Yeah, we definitely the same. We are.
Because there's a lot of people from Ville Platte that stays in Lake Charles.
Right.
A lot of people from Opelousas that move to Lake Charles.
It's like backyard boogie.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the backyard.
Yep, it's everybody in the backyard. I like how you said that,
Everybody
Mr. Chris.
in the backyard.
I like how you said that. Most definitely like how you said that. How do you think the Lafayette area gravitates to Lake Charles artists? Because if you look at it, like I told you earlier, you got the Lafayette area, part of Acadiana, which consists of Lafayette, Brobridge, St. Martinville, Opelousas, Eunice, Ville Platte, and then you got the Lake Charles side.
Don't forget the Barry.
Oh, I can't forget New Iberia. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't hang me.
New Iberia. Yeah.
You got Lake Charles area, which is Leesville, DeRidder. You might as well throw Cameron and Creole in it. And would Jennings be considered the Lake Charles area in Welsh?
It would.
To me, I know my area, bro.
Yeah, hey,
You know?
yeah, I mean, I would say that, but in some differences, Welsh and Jennings, bro, they're a little bit different than us.
But it's still that same.
Yeah,
it's still got to fall that way.
Yeah,
Because it's closer to y'all.
They do. They do. They do.
In the near future, you have any producers you want to work with? You mentioned when I contacted you earlier, maybe a few months ago, you was like, I'll stop by after I holler at Mr. Fat. Shout out to Mr. Fat.
Yeah, I love Mr. Fat.
Me too, bro.
Man,
Me too.
I love
like
me.
Mr. Fat too.
He helped me a lot, bro, with my music. And I recorded with a lot of people for me to lead up to him. And I feel very comfortable recording with him. I like him. I like his setup. I like his vibe. And when I go in there with a producer and I just rap and I leave and they doing everything else, then they know me. So I vibe with them real good. I like to work with them. I would like to work with Beat King.
Okay.
DJ Chose.
Okay.
Drum Dummy for sure.
Most definitely.
I gotta get with him. But right now I'm working good with DJ Chopper a lot, bro. He do
Damn
a lot,
good.
He do a lot of my stuff. He got my sound.
He does.
I like him.
So when Mr. Chris takes off, Chop a lot, he's coming with you.
I don't think he know it that well, but yeah, he ain't got no choice.
Well, what's understood doesn't need to be explained.
He ain't got no choice, bro. He good. Like I said, I like Drum Dummy. They kind of neck and neck. I've never really did a Drum Dummy beat, but I want to work with him, though.
Already.
Hey, you talked about earlier getting, of course,
One
camera
second.
froze.
Let me not forget.
Oh, yeah, go for
Let
it.
me not forget Mickey Guns.
Oh, shout out
yeah.
my boy Mickey. I'm waiting on you, Mickey. Come on now.
Hey, we're waiting for Mickey.
Let me
Waiting
not
on you,
forget-
man.
I don't mean to cut you out, but let me not
Hey,
forget
it's all
Mickey,
good. You're the
man.
guest.
Well, at the end of the day, the beat we got on the podcast, that's Mickey Gunn's beat.
Man, Mickey
I
Guns,
bought it from him years ago. Just held it in the vault. Didn't know what to do.
He good. And not to cut off a lot of them other cats, I just never really studied them mouse. I would like a mouse beat, but I never really got in tune with them.
Well, you talked about getting like packs from producers. That's like several songs or different beats within that you
Yeah.
can choose from.
Yeah.
At what point do you pay for those, or like do you have to pay for a whole pack and it's like a surprise, like Pokemon cards, or is,
some of them are charged for them, but
like beforehand before you even pick them, they'll charge you?
yeah, they'll charge you some of them will charge you to send a pack, but man, some of them guys they just been sending me packs.
Mm-hmm.
And I might take about a month or two. They send me a pack. I might take about a month or two. I'm just jamming them. Because every time I listen to a beat, I be in a different mood. So I might hear one out that pack, and I don't like it, and then I go back and I like it. But, yeah, some of them charge for the pack. You'll have to pay for a pack from them. And some of them just send them. If you're making good music, they'll send something. Now, the problem that I have with packs, I don't want you to send me a pack that you think I'm going to want to rap on.
Why not?
Because you're boxing me in. Just send me your work, and I'm gonna pick what I want. I write every song that I have somebody singing on. I wrote the whole thing. I just can't sing. So, like he said, the Zydeco. I'm not in the box, so when you send me something that you think you can hear me on, it kind of bore me out.
So
Send me your work.
you like getting inspiration from other artists.
I like all kind of music. I wrote songs for other people that you wouldn't think that I would write. I wrote them. So I like don't box me in, man. Don't box me in. Just don't box me in.
A message to all producers out there. Don't box Mr. Chris.
Send me what you got. You never know how it'll turn out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get on a few hot topics with the world. What do you think about the fall of the American dollar?
Man, it's scary. That's scary to me.
Me too.
That's scary to me. And then being that I'm not rich, I don't even know what to expect about that. That's real scary to me.
Very scary to me also. A bank just crashed and JPMorgan took control of that bank. Could you help me out, Carter? I seen that today.
I'll have to look up that one. But I imagine it involved another government bailout, which is more of our money, which is just further devaluing our dollar.
The price of milk going up. At churches, a 10-piece family is $20 now.
Man, everything high, bro.
I mean, how many people do you know who have more than one job?
I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's now the norm.
Yeah, it has to be. How will you survive off of just one stream of income?
Yeah, man. I mean,
You can survive, but you won't live. Let me say that.
it's kind of, man, it and all that, like, that talk, like, especially, like, because I don't know as far as I am, but being that I'm just growing and getting this business, getting several different businesses and stuff, man, I want to see it. I don't want everything to fall before I can see it.
Correct. You want to get your turn.
Yeah, I want my turn.
That's where I've been with it. I'm like, damn, before I'm going to touch a ticket, is one ticket not even going to be worth anything.
I want to see it, bro. I want to see it.
Yeah, First Republic Bank fails. It was took over by JPMorgan Chase. And then I'm just looking at this one article just on the search. It just says, JPMorgan boss plays down risk of crisis after second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. So that's the second biggest failure in U.S. history.
Yeah, it had me a little scared. My personal opinion, I think everyone should invest in gold and property.
Property for sure.
I don't think it's not going to lose its value. Gold and property. Gold bars. Because the dollar was backed by gold bars. So what's another way to hold the value of your dollar? Gold.
So when the value of the dollar drop, like what does that?
Yeah, but at the same time though, like it's not growing as well. It's also just like burying your money instead of like investing it into something.
Okay.
Because at least if you're like investing into something, then theoretically it should just continue to grow and gain interest and whatnot. Whether the other scenario is just stuffing cash in your wall or your bed or whatever, where it's only losing value by sitting there.
Correct.
But you do at least have that little, you know where it is.
Right.
But I partied way too hard at festival this weekend to even think about banking.
We have to think about it, man. We don't know which direction the world is
Making
going.
my head hurt, Pakman.
And that's hard right there.
I have to talk about it. bro. I have to talk about it. Did you make your way to Festival International? It would have been a good marketing tool for you.
I didn't.
Well,
Always next year.
Yeah, always next year.
I didn't know about that.
Are you familiar with AI, Mr. Chris? And that the world is steering toward AI?
What you mean?
Artificial intelligence.
No, I'm not familiar with that, really.
Well, that's what the world is steering toward, you know. A lot of people's going to lose jobs due to AI.
Oh, so you mean like robots, like
Yeah.
the truck drivers, the McDonald's?
Yep.
Okay. Man, what I think about that, I think we should start teaching our kids, more trades with our hands and stuff. I mean, if you teach them to be a carpenter, I don't see a robot doing carpenter work.
Correct.
That's just my opinion. I don't see a robot doing carpenter work. They cutting grass already. But actual carpenter work, lawn work, different things like that, I don't see robots doing. I think we should teach our kids trades.
I think so also.
Well, I just asked ChatGPT to write me a rap song like Lil Boosie, and it just spit out an entire song.
Wow.
Can you read that from there, Pakman?
Yeah. I came from the bottom, but now I'm on the top. They used to call me Boosie. Now they call me King of the Block. I've been through it all. Seen the good and the bad, but I never gave up, and I always knew I had.
Wow.
That was the first verse.
Yeah.
I love ChatGPT. They can say what they want about AI. I like it.
It's a whole song just based off of what it thinks.
Lil Boosie would say in his cadence.
So that's like the power of AI right now with like ChatGPT and stuff like that.
Man, nobody gonna have no jobs.
You didn't know it was that powerful, Mr.
Man,
Chris. That's why I wanted to shed light on it.
Just took me 10 seconds to do that.
Yeah, 10 seconds, bro.
I don't know how far I'm getting with my theory, but I think we should teach our kids trades at an early age. Teach them trades, man.
I think so also, but I think we should also teach them things to where when that robot break, they can fix it. Because you have to be computer literate because everything is steering toward computers.
Yeah, teach them how to code.
Yeah, because the robot is already taking our jobs. So we have to know how to work the robot, build the robot, and destroy the robot if we want. Because the main thing about AI and ChatGPT is they don't want it to gain a conscience. Meaning they'll know everything more than us.
Right. That's trouble.
But back to the mission on hand. What's next for Mr. Chris?
Man, second win. I just dropped a single for me. I got a second win coming up. It's going to be a good project, I think. I'm just ready to have fun with that, pushing that, promoting that, shooting visuals. So that's my next project. That, and to go back to all these towns and let them know I'm still here.
Most definitely, most definitely. Plug the people in on your social media platforms and where they can find all your music and just tune in to Mr. Chris on a daily.
Man, my music is on all major music apps. All major music apps. Just type in Mr. Chris without the dot. My Instagram is YC_Mr_Chris. You can reach me on there. I got the link in the bio, tree link. That'll show you all my social medias. TikTok, Mr. Chris, Shoebox Money. You can reach me on there. And on Facebook, you can reach me on Mr. Chris. My fan page is Mr. Chris. All caps.
Already. I'm host Pakman James. Today my guest is
Mr. Chris.
Got my boy, kind of a big deal, but really a big deal, Mr. Carter Seminole in the back.
Always fun.
And we're out.
We out, baby.
This podcast is part of the Acadiana Cast Network. Go to acadianacast.com for more locally sourced content.